things now. Something I love doing, something I love talking about is working from home. I love working from home, and it's something that I've been doing, and people don't think that you can actually do it for that long. I've been working from home for about 15 years, if not over that. And you can make a lot of money working from home. I messed up with some really great companies because I was young and dumb. And I wish I could get back with some of those companies. To work from home, you need, in most settings, you need a quiet background, which I have at times, believe it or not. But you will hear my kids most of the time in my background right now. But you have to have a quiet background. You have to have a update computer, a really updated computer. You can't work from home with a beat up computer and a beat up internet connection. And most companies look for a USB headset, but those that don't, they look for a corded headset and something like a landline. Most companies, you need a landline, if not like a USB headset. And USB headset is something that you plug right into your computer. And let's see, preferably if you're gonna have a computer that you do a lot on, you need to have an account basically that you're just gonna work from home on. Like I have this channel where I have this account, that I'm just really gonna do everything YouTube on this account. And so I'm thinking that I'm just gonna hold it like that, because you just need to have a designated space for everything. You have to be good at organizing. It's always good to have a printer, a scanner, a copier, and you kind of need to be fairly good with working with computers. You don't need to be the best, but you need to be where you can at least type and not peck and forth like this. Some may take it, but when you have customers calling in, whether you may work for a billing company, you may work for somewhere like Sprint, Comcast, because most companies like Sprint and Comcast don't hire straight out through their company to work from home. They might get someone like Cytel or Arise, I get on that later. And it may be something like Live Ops. It may be just any call center. They may get the call center to actually do the hiring for them and the hiring process. But you have so many different things that you could do from home, whether it's medical, billing, and coding, which I really want to get into, but I can't do it right now because I have a 4-year-old. You have to actually go to school for that for a while. But working at home is really, 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 really fun to do. And you have to get up like you normally get up. In the beginning, I was really lazy. I would get up 5 minutes before my shift, still have on my PJs, hadn't talked, voice still cracked up and all that. To do a successful work at home job, you need to get up as if you were finna go out the house. You don't have to get up maybe 2 or 3 hours before, but you need to be up at least an hour to an hour and 30 minutes before, so you can actually get yourself going. You can talk rather, and you may have to do little things like doing your hair, or you may have to put on pants, you may have to put on shoes, just something to make you have that feel that you're working from home to kind of be, productive. You also need to be kind of like create your own home office. Everybody don't have a room that they can go to and have their home office. I create one out of my bedroom, out of the living room, wherever a person is not at that moment. Now I understand you can't do that if you have like a tower that you have to move back and forth like on the desktop, but if it's like if it's a laptop, or if it's a all-in-one desktop, just have something where you can go to your special spot, and also let people know when when it's time for you to work, you have to work. And most positions or most jobs or most opportunities, let me put it like that, you have to be committed to the time that you're there. So you can't take a call and just because someone said, I'm gonna go to the store, you can't get up all of a sudden and just log out and go to the store. That's not, that's not the way it works. But working from home is fairly easy, and anyone can do it as long as you have a quiet background and that dedication. If you're that type of person that know you're never going to sit down and your phone always going to be ringing and you want to look down at it and you want to look at Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever you pay attention to on your phone, don't get started. And most training, most of the time when you train, it will not be an ideal time. Most training, for some odd reason, is between 11 or 12, like in the morning time, until like 6 or 7 in the afternoon, and I hate that. And it's actually groups. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to block that sun. It's actually groups and work at home forums and anything that I can kind of pick up to help you guys. I put it in the description box, or I put it on my next work at home video. But basically, when you're looking for any work at home job, look at the requirements. If you cannot do those requirements, or if you cannot commit to those requirements, don't do it. If you feel like you can't, don't do it. If you feel like you probably can, if they work with you, most of the time I have never had a company that worked with me unless it's a 1099 position, which is an independent contractor. And that's what I do with a company called Live Ops. Every now and then, once you get in with them, it's kind of hard to get time every now and then, but yeah, it has to be a company where you can kind of create your own hours. But when you create those hours, you have to be able to sit there. And with most companies, there's a background check. Background checks can range from any price. Which I didn't take that job, but I've even seen a background check as high as $120 because they were looking for a lot of other things. And it can be companies that's non-phone, where it's phone work, inbound, outbound calling, appointment setting, telemarketing. It can be a little bit of everything. So it's a vast array of things that you can do when you work from home and kind of, build yourself up. And after this work at home, section gets a little bit hotter, and I'm hoping I get a little bit bigger in YouTube. I actually start opening up Skype chats or help chats or, forums, and it's anything so I can kind of chat with you guys one-on-one to help you out. And I always have a Google form below in the description box, to basically help you out and put enough in there, or I leave a Google form. And that's just something so you can submit what you're trying to say or what you want to say, question and answer. Basically, it doesn't matter. So I'll be able to respond to you guys. I try to put up a Google Plus community also and try to see how that goes. But basically, yeah, that was work at home consists of. And if not today, I'll start tomorrow in posting work at home jobs, do a small work at home video. Now, if you don't see my face, I didn't feel like doing my hair. And I just don't want to come on screen with a scarf on. I don't care about the background noise because that's just life. You can't hide from life in reality. But I'll do a video basically talking and showing you guys how to get to the work at home jobs, and showing you guys how I get there. Most of my jobs that I choose is from Race Rebellion, and I'm also in a Skype group chat, so it's just a little bit of everything. But yeah, that's about it on it. And my next work at home video, I'll actually start them just like small episodes. It'll be work at home, it'll be WAH and the number sign and whatever number that I'm on, so I'll kind of know how to go from their own. But until next time, guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you later.